G'day, listeners, and welcome to episode 21 of the AUSNZ Community Podcast. Great to have you guys back with us again. Episode 20 was a cracking episode with Inno coming on, and I had a lot of great feedback from the episode, especially a couple of topics that we were talking about, and the feedback is greatly appreciated. So thanks everybody for listening in, as you always do, and to all our loyal listeners, we appreciate it lots. So we have another great episode for you guys today. We have Will coming on later on in the episode, and we can't wait to talk to him. Will is in AUSNZ. He's in both the two top teams, Team 1 and Team 2. So we can't wait to speak to Will later on. And we'll talk all things HCR2 and then get to know our guest a little bit more. So we'll get to him later. But as always, firstly, introduce our co-hosts. Welcome, Pete, Eva, and also welcome back, JR, to the AUSNZ podcast. Eva, let's start with you, mate. How are you?
Yeah, doing well. It's been a good couple of weeks. Been finally getting some work done. Had a good relaxing 4-day weekend in in Melbourne because of all the extras and whatever. So we had Queen's Day, and then the day off for football. So I did nothing for 4 days. It was awesome.
How good was it?
Public holiday came in around about a good time then.
Yeah, it did. It did actually. It was needed. It was well needed. So, yeah. Other than that, just been keeping to myself. Look forward to listening to Will.
Yeah, awesome. Welcome, Pete. How are you today, mate?
Yeah, good. Thanks, GTR. I just want to have a quick shout out to my two fellow co-hosts for both having a birthday during the week last week.
Oh. I'll stop it. You're making me go all mushy.
One day after the other I didn't realize how close you guys were.
Actually, I didn't realize it as well, even. Like, I didn't know that your birthday was the day after mine.
Yeah, I did actually. I remembered when I saw your birthday. I'm like, yeah, I remember that. I remember saying it at one stage.
Well, in the future, it's a double celebration for both of us, mate. So that's very, very good.
Can both have a scotch on each day.
Absolutely, yep, for sure. JR, welcome back to the podcast. Thanks for coming in, and we're looking forward to hearing you talk about some interesting topics later.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me here again. And this is, I think, is my official co-hosting episode.
Your first official episode as a co-host.
Yeah, yes.
Not just
thank you, thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity, really. It's an honor to be doing this with you.
We love having you here, and you're going to become a great member of the PC team, mate. So, awesome! Can't wait to listen to what you have to say later on, and
yes,
I'm sure it'll be very interesting.
Yes.
Excellent. Let's get stuck into some news, and unfortunately, it's not great news for Team Massholes, who during the week, unfortunately, was the team was deleted by Fingersoft for reasons unknown. There's a lot of speculation that the team was deleted due to their name being linked with a certain other sounding name of similarity, which everybody I'm sure can guess. Well, yeah, exactly. I won't say because I don't want to get that bleeping sound in, but basically, that's a lot of speculation that the team was deleted due to that fact. It's not confirmed. As we know, with deletion of teams, nothing gets confirmed and everything like that. So, it's unfortunate because one of my good friends is in that team, and that's it's Tay. I'm still in shock, and I'm so sorry that your team got deleted, mate. And you know, just head up, and you guys will be back, and I'm sure bigger than ever. Very soon. So also with that team deletion, the boss, the leader, boss, his account was permanently banned by Fingersoft. Again, for reasons unknown, but very unfortunate in that one. So hope those guys will be back and back to Division 1. So in other news, we got the start of Mono Wars. Daspo's Mono Wheel Wars is currently happening. I'm not too sure what round they're up to at the moment, but yeah, the Mono Wars is live and kicking. Solace did mention that they've been working together and they're added a recording with all the Mono Cup tracks and for his Solace bot. So his bot's working away in the Mono Wars server. So guys, if you want to get involved in
isn't it?
Yeah, his bot's everywhere. It is a good bot, I have to say. So, guys, if you want to get involved in the Mono Wars, just hit up Daspo, get the server link, and get mono wheeling, I suppose. I'm not the best at mono wheels, so I'm hiding the enter myself because I don't want to embarrass myself further. But if you want to give it a shot, absolutely go for it. That's pretty much it for all the news. Pete, Eva, do you guys have anything else to add to the news section? Anything that's come up?
Just a quick one. The recent end of season rewards. Nobody's got it yet, and we can't seem to start the matchmaking.
Interesting. Yes, you just reminded me, Pete. That's a good one because within the last hour, all the teams that I've spoken to, nobody's been able to start a match, let alone get rewards. So I think Fingersoft are going to be busy over the next few hours. Yeah, well,
it's interesting because I bought the new lowrider skin, and obviously paid for it, and it went ka-ching, and then I heard ba-bing, and then the game just shut down.
Oh my god!
And I restarted the game, and I didn't have the skins, and I didn't have coins. I mean, not that I needed the coins, but I didn't have the skins. So
hopefully you should get that when their servers go back online, because I'm assuming it's a server issue. I'm guessing that they've had their servers have had a big crash. I don't know, due to I don't know if it's due to loads of volume of traffic or anything like that, but I'd say their servers have shut down. That's why we can't start a match, and that's why we don't get rewards or anything.
It might have something to do with the public holidays in Finland. That special person that fixes these sort of things might be away. Who knows?
For a company like Fingersoft, you think that they would have a backup person that knows the same sort of roles as the person who does that in the first place. So, like, for example, if they have somebody that does like all the matchmaking events, you think that somebody else would come step in when that person's on annual leave?
Yeah, you would think
for
so.
A company like Fingersoft, like they're a big enough company to have people as backups. I mean, not everybody would, just have one specific job. I'm pretty sure everybody knows everybody else's roles, even though it's not their department. But that's just me assuming. You would hope so.
Yeah, you would think so.
Yeah. Thanks for that reminder, Pete. That's happening as we speak. Hopefully, by the time this podcast episode gets recorded, it's all fixed. Fingers crossed. Let's hope.
Fingers crossed for Fingersoft.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it a soft finger cross or is it a hard finger cross?
Sorry, Ava, I bet you to it.
Yeah, you did, but I can edit you out.
Don't make me get Solar Spot onto you, Pete.
Yeah. But you know what's even funnier? I'm going to leave it all in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, awesome. That's good.
Okay, so yeah, let's move on. So moved on from the news, guys. So that's happening as we speak. That's I think a soft server's going off at the moment. By the way, there's lots of people messaging, and I think the mods have having a hard time responding to everybody at the moment. But let's hope that gets sorted very soon because everybody wants their rewards and doesn't want to miss out on anything. So and we all want to start playing the new team event as well. So yeah, that's another big thing. So we want to get a match as soon as we can, I guess.
Agreed.
Oh yeah. I thought you were gonna. I thought Mate Brock Bro was gonna chime in there, but we'll he'll have to come in later on. Okay. Moving on, guys. Eva, what are you gonna talk about in this episode 21?
I was contemplating doing something a bit specific, but I've decided at the last minute to change my mind. So what I was going to say is I was going to open it up to what do we think HCR3 is going to have?
Wow, HCR3. You know what? The HCR3 is the game that is going to bring me back to play the game. I'm really hoping it's going to spark something, get that excitement back, and really like bring me back to
Well, so
playing
here's
the
the
game
question for you:
that I love.
Do you want it to be more of the same but better, and
Oh, jeez.
or do you want it to be a completely not different game, but just something about it that makes it more
Do you
playable?
want it to be driving forwards instead of to the right? Or how about to the left?
That's just crazy. That's just crazy. You wouldn't drive to the left. They say running on a treadmill will get you nowhere.
What about going backwards and looking in a rearview mirror? Oh, that'd be different.
That would be interesting. That would be interesting. No, but I'm just saying, like, and is there any carryover from if you're a fully maxed GP player from HCR2, would you get some sort of advantage?
I don't
joining the
think
game?
there would be
Like
any
what they did
carryover.
with HillClimb 1 to HillClimb 2, that sort of thing. Like you carry your rewards over.
Well, there wasn't anything from HillClimb 1 to HillClimb 2.
I thought there was.
No, there wasn't.
No,
Oh,
nothing.
okay.
Because it's a completely different game. So there's no link between the two games.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, do we want something like that, or is it everybody starts from scratch again?
Everybody starts from scratch again. I don't think it's a fair advantage for the Max GP. Sorry, no offense either, but I don't think it's a fair advantage for the Max GP players like yourself to bring their millions and millions and millions of coins over to
a new game.
HCR3. Yeah, I think we all should start from scratch because it's a completely different new game. So it's not. But
no, agreed.
I just think what I want HCR3 to be like. I want HCR3 to be more accessible to more than just the phone. I would love HCR3 to be on console gaming and PC gaming. That would just be the ultimate. I would love that. If they can somehow load their game on Steam. If Steam buys their game, then they've hit the jackpot. Console gaming, and the thing is, if you're gonna have console gaming and the game on the laptop, like on the PC, as well as a phone, that means that you're gonna have multiple accounts on all like devices. You're gonna have the same account, on multiple devices. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
If I've got my account on the PlayStation 5, which I don't have a PlayStation 5 yet, I'd love one, by the way, but anyone wants to donate.
I think that's a hint to GDR's wife.
I've been hinting ever since the PS5 came out, but there's no success.
Does she listen to the podcast?
She has no idea about the podcast. Well, she does know about the podcast, but she doesn't listen in, no.
Oh, damn.
I'll have to message her.
I can doctor up some I can doctor up some postcards that say
Yeah.
you've won a PS5.
Yeah, you two are on my real Facebook, so you can probably message her. That's fine.
Right? I can doctor up something to say you've won one, and then when it turns up, you won it. I had a
But it
friend.
was really expensive postage.
It was really expensive postage.
Yeah.
All you have to do is pay for postage. Yeah. I had a
Yeah.
friend who used to say that to his wife, whenever packages arrived in the mail with camera gear, small packages were $50 off eBay, and big packages were $150 off eBay. And yeah, there was no way in the world there was anything that he could buy for his camera bag that was under $150, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, fair enough.
Was this person's name Eva?
No. It was actually a friend of ours. And what's worse, at the time, my ex-wife knew exactly how much camera gear was because she used to swing a camera as well. And
Yeah.
so if I come home with the new lens, she knew exactly how much it was worth. So I couldn't lie about it. I just had to grin and bear it. Yep, that's what I paid for it. Yep. So
Yeah. No, look, I love a PS5 one day, but not just yet. But maybe I want to get one when my son gets a bit older. So he's only 7. I'll wait till he gets a little bit older so he can play as well. But he's loving Roblox too much at the moment, so he's playing Roblox. So we'll have to wait till he gets bored of Roblox.
Whatever you do, when you do get the PS5, don't get them Fortnite.
Yeah, no, he's already into the shooting games on Roblox, so I think it's inevitable.
Yeah.
I can't probably stop him from doing that. But look, all the seriousness, look, HCR3, look, if it's going to be console based and it's going to be on the computer as well as the phone, Fingersoft are going to have to make the account accessible to multiple devices. So because you can't just have your account on a PS5 and then not have it on your phone as well. I mean, because the phone is the most accessible device because it goes with you everywhere. I mean, phones go with everybody and iPads go with everybody these days because it's so portable. Whereas a PS5 is not really exactly portable, is it? I mean, it stays at home. Your laptop, I suppose.
You're more likely to play for longer on the PS5, I suppose.
Well, yeah, I suppose you could. And also, just don't get me wrong, but the PS5 graphics would be insane. They'll be so detailed. It would be incredible compared to the phone. But and not just that. If it's on a console, Xbox or PS5, imagine like the screen resolution, which we're talking about before, even in a couple previous episodes. You know, because everybody has a pretty decent TV these days. I would say, the screen resolution would be like everybody would be able to like see landing spots and so forth and so forth. It would be, a great advantage, I guess, playing on the PS5.
Yeah. Well, look, at the end of the day, I think what makes this game so cool is the fact that it's very basic. It's not graphics heavy, and it's just addictive because of the way you play the game. And I think taking some of that away won't make it a better game, in my opinion. I mean, but yeah, I don't know. I think the graphics took a jump from number 1 to number 2. I think the tracks changed a whole lot more because there was more ridges and places to get caught in the tracks, and the tracks got rougher.
Yep.
And it was more hill climb than just driving.
I think it's inevitable. It's HCR3. It will have. It's definitely going to come out because the game is just too popular for it not to come out. It's just there's millions and millions of players around the world. We heard the stats from Reese in episode 4 about how many people played the game and how many people downloaded the game. So yeah, well, whatever stage they're up to at the moment, I don't know. I would love to know, but unfortunately, we don't know. And I'm not going to ask my 2 co-hosts about anything either because they're not allowed to. But whatever stage they're up to at the moment, look, it's going to bring players back, and it's very exciting. So I can't wait for HCR3. I think it's going to be a game changer. And what exactly is it going to be like? I don't know. I have no idea. But geez, guys, I would love to hear your thoughts on it. Of listeners, what is HCR3 going to be like? Is it going to be more console-based game where it's not really a 2D game anymore? It's gone bigger than that, or is it going to be exclusively to phones as well? I don't know. So many questions. JR, I want to get your thoughts on HCR3. What do you think is going to be in the game? How do you think it's going to come out, and what features do you think will be in HCR3?
Well, I would agree. Yeah. Well, I would agree with you that the HCR3 we would have to start from scratch again, building your GP, harvesting coins, farming coins and gems, or if it would have that, yeah, it would bring you back to your to having that excitement of building it up again. Your driver's license. In HCR2, we have the stats for our driver's license, the different parts of the game, like the adventure rank or the cups, points, and best season record. It's always nice to build it up again. So whatever new would come out of HCR3, I think it would still have that aspect of excitement to build it up again. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it also, really, actually.
Yeah, whenever it comes out, whether it's 2023, 2024, who knows? Whenever it does come out, it'll bring back players, and I hope it's it's going to be worth the wait. I really do. I don't want to get too excited because the more I get excited, if I get let down and if it's not that great, I'm going to be disappointed. So I just want to just take it as it comes, and hopefully,
yes.
I mean, I'm happy to wait as long as possible for it to come out if they can perfect it. Not make it perfect, but I don't want them to rush it and bring it out and not be great and not be good. I want them to take their time and make sure they get it right. If they get it right, then they can bring it out because there's no rush to bring it out. Well, yes and no. There kind of is at the moment because there's players that are losing interest in HCR2 and they want to keep their clientele and their customers and things like that. But I think, I don't want them to bring it out and not be what they want it to be. I want them to make sure it's perfect when they bring it out. So, what will be on it? I don't know. What type of cars? What type of vehicles? Who knows? I suppose if going by history, they'll start off with the Jeep.
You mean the hill climber?
Sorry, the hill climber. Yeah, well, the hill climber Jeep. Yeah, Mark 1. But I don't know. Will it be dominated? Will the game again be dominated by jump shocks and landing boosts, or will it have some sort of other special detail or parts? I don't know.
Like the words that Reese used were, breaking the game with the first HCR was, the moon event was, broke the game because you could basically go in there and just, earn coins like there's no tomorrow. And I think jump shocks and kangaroo have broken the game in terms of distance traveled, but adventure doesn't give you the same level of coins that you'd collect by doing that sort of
not only has it broken the game by distance, but it's also jump shock. Like kangaroo's also broken the game by speed as well.
Yeah, speed and to some degree the team events. It's either
Yes, I was going to say that it's broken the game because they keep putting it in team events.
And then you've basically got the ones that can and the ones that can't. And there's so I don't know whether or not there's something that's going to do the same for number 3. Who knows? But I'll look forward to playing it. and I look forward to what's coming and giving it a try. And who knows, we
Mm.
might try it and go, oh, we like HCR2 better.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
let's face it, how many people have played HCR1 and never made the switch to HCR2, and HCR2 is still being updated.
Yep.
You
You mean
is there going to
HCR1?
be
Yeah.
is there going to be a brand new cult of people that are going to embrace number 3? And in likewise, is there going to be people on HCR2 that just won't shift?
Yeah, true.
See,
Hmm.
like if it goes down the direction of like say boom carts or something like that, like that type of graphics, I don't know if it's going to be well received.
Well, I
Um,
honestly didn't even download Boomcast.
Yeah, yeah. See, I gave boom carts a crack, and it's not really a game for me. It's more, I found boom carts more for kids. It's more like kids type based game. It's not really. Maybe I didn't give it that much of a go, but I didn't
Well,
really.
from what I saw of you like playing it via streaming, it looked a lot like Mario Karts.
Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah, just that's why I think it's a bit more for kids type thing. But
Yeah.
I hope they come out with HCR3 it's more, how do I say, professionalized, more, it's suited more for adults, if I could say.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Not so much a kids game, but more so technical and have the ability to for adults to play it more. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want it to be
No,
like
I
a
get-
kid.
I
I don't
get
want it to be like a kid's game. I want it to be, want it to be strategic and fun and fun at the same time. So, and yeah, just have to wait and see, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough.
Wouldn't it be interesting if they reduced the team size though? At the moment, we've got 50 in HCR2. Imagine if they reduced the team size, as I say, 25 or even 10 players in a team. Wouldn't that be
Well,
interesting?
I think it'd be interesting if there was more players.
Would you thinking what 75 to like 100 players in a team?
100 players in a team.
Jeez.
That's
it
too
just
hard
means-
to
That'd be
manage.
Yeah, that's what I was to say. It's going to be difficult to manage.
No, it wouldn't be difficult. It's the same. It's just more people. That's all.
Yeah, but the quality of players though, like so.
Yeah.
Imagine that you would so the top teams now. You got Discord, you've got Asylum, you've got Unity.
And all these teams have multiple teams that all have one single Discord, and that Discord works fine, doesn't it?
hmm.
And
Yeah,
then
so
the
it
other
wouldn't be
thing
any different.
the other thing you've got to think about is how many teams. Like if you look at CC currently, how many people are playing on 2 or 3 accounts across 3 teams in CC?
Yeah,
Yeah,
quite a few.
true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
No, that is very interesting. Also, like it'd be interesting HCR3 of what type of modes they will have as well. I mean, obviously they'll have the classics. I'd say like adventure and cups and things like that. But with cups, I'm just really interested to see if they're gonna like change a few things around because a lot of the suggestions in the Fingersoft channel, I'm assuming they might put into HCR3. So things like playing in a live cup mode. I think we're talking about this not last episode, but the previous episode. Playing cups as in live, like PU public events. Playing against your friends, playing against
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool. That's been asked a lot in years gone by. Like I've seen quite a few suggestions for that. A lot of other suggestions I've seen is add a moon cup. I'd say a moon cup would be in there. Features to showing who is online would be a good one. Yeah, just all types of other like features like transfer of ownership in game, like from the leader to a co-leader, simple things like that.
They're all upgrades to HCR2, really.
Which is why I think they'll put it in HCR3. Because why haven't they done it already in HCR2?
Mm.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't
Maybe
know.
it was too hard to do.
Maybe that's why they're saving it for the new game. But this is what all I'm thinking of. Like, I see all these suggestions in the Fingersoft channel. If I click over to the channel right now, and I go into game suggestions channel, I'm here right now. If I go down to the very last one, there's a person that says, "Oh, this one's been mentioned plenty of times. We need our ghosts for switching into new phones." That one's been suggested so many times. I wonder if that feature will be in HCR3, where if you get a new phone and you pop up your old account, your old ghosts will still be there from your previous records.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That would be
Yeah.
cool.
So at the moment, when you put in when you get a new phone and you put up your old account, you lose all your ghosts. They're gone. Is there a way for your account to save those ghosts, and when you add it to a new phone, those ghosts will all be there, so you don't lose your records?
Yeah.
Yeah, just going through the suggestions channel, like there's all these suggestions that I've seen so many times, people repeating it and everything like that. I'm just really thinking they've got to be adding most of these to HCR3. They have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, a distance speed test track to be added into the game, but doesn't count as kilometers. Something like a flat distance track, just to get speed and to see how fast you can go. But doesn't count as kilometers, just like a test track. That would be something. That would be cool. Something like the jump shot track, but just go as fast as you can.
Something that I just thought of just now. How cool would it be to have a speedometer?
If you're looking at the speedometer, you're not going fast enough.
Yeah, a speedometer to see exactly how fast you're going.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, that would be good. Like top speed.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Jack Rabbit, you're up. What would you like to talk about today?
Yeah, so this segment is about cups, and I would be talking about some tips and facts about cups that would help players at any level, but most especially the low and mid GP players, in order for them to improve in the game. So my first tip is it only takes 10 cup races to finish the trophy road. Okay? For those who
No,
are
it takes me all month to finish, not 10 races.
No, I mean, I'm sorry. I forgot a specific fact about it is you need 10 cup races in a day. In one day,
Ah,
in
Yep.
yeah, to finish the trophy road. I forgot about that fact. Sorry.
That's okay.
So,
Yeah, so
10 races per day for 30
Yes.
days, 31
Yes.
days, whatever.
yes. I actually have a computation for it. So yeah, the trophy road is 50,000 cup points. So if you would divide it into 180 points, that is the first place points, you would get
Yep.
277 cup races, and you divide it into 30 days, you will just do 9.259 cup races in a day. So you round it off, you have 10.
Mm.
So you do 10 in a day.
So 10 first place wins
10
every
first
day for a
place.
month will get you 50,000
Ye-
points.
Yes.
That doesn't
yes.
sound so bad.
Yeah, it's not so bad. Actually, it's very helpful. You would ask yourself, why do I have to do it? The importance is for me, and so that the other players would know, is you would get rewards from the trophy road. Yeah, like coins, gems, the chest, and the legendary chest at the end of it. And sometimes you would have skins also.
Mm.
If you don't have VIP, it's no problem. Just do the trophy road in 1 month, in one season. And especially if you have VIP or the premium pass, absolutely you have to finish it. because there's better rewards when you have VIP. I
The only time I'll finish a trophy road, to be honest,
Yeah.
at the moment, is if I see a really good skin I want at the end of the trophy road. So if I see something
Yeah.
that I really want and I don't
Yeah.
have it, that's the only thing that really motivates me, to be honest. And even that sometimes I struggle with. So it's a bit of a struggle.
Yeah.
I'll be honest,
This is-
I don't even look at the rewards. I don't want to be tempted to try and do a cup season.
Well, because for actually, for
It's more so
example,
for
like
like
Pete.
new players, isn't it? JR,
Yeah.
this is more so
Yeah.
for like new GP and things like that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, for lower GP players. Actually, for Pete, for example, he has 7K GP on his alt. Well, maybe you could do away with playing cups because you're already scoring well with your GP. But if you are at 3,000 or 2,000 GP, it's better to do cups because it's a good way, and if not the best way, to hunt for parts. When you
Mm.
have the chest, everyday chest with the orange chest, it refills twice a day, and you just have to watch ads, and you can open the chest, and then also the rewards from the trophy road itself. So yeah, that's it.
I have
Very good.
I have a question for
Mhm.
GJR. So if if your new player was to start playing and buy the first few cars and they're playing cups and doing adventure and all that, they're trying to build their GP.
Mhm.
Is it worth it for them to get VIP? Do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
If they can if they can afford it, or if they get permission off mum and dad, or if they're an adult and they
Yeah,
want to get it
yeah.
themselves, is it worth to get VIP? Do you think the money is worth it to do if you're gonna try and build your account? That is.
Yes, I think so because that's what I did when I was starting my account. I got VIP when I was just starting, to build up because well, this is a different tip already because when you have VIP, you skip the ads, you have the VIP chest, you have just yeah. So basically, more rewards if you have the VIP subscription.
To be honest, that VIP chest is not really worth that much. I reckon they should add more percentages to that VIP chest. I think
Well, yeah, I think so too.
that VIP chest should be more rewards. It's really it's not that much better than just a common chest, to be honest. It's like
Yeah, I think so
it's
too.
just it's not
It's not about the VIP chest. It's about
it.
the fact
Yeah,
that you get a
that's
whole lot of
true.
other things as well.
Yes, you do.
You get the
You're
extra
right.
rewards. You get the
Yes.
60 gems per day.
Yep.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah. You
Yeah,
get
all these other things.
you get the public event, the PE,
The best part is no ads.
skipping. There are no ads.
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
And with the event, you double the
That's what I was trying to get at. Yeah, the PE
you
double points.
double points.
Yeah, there's lots of other perks with it too, but I just think that VIP chest can just be ramped up a bit. I don't reckon it's that great. I mean, they can just maybe boost the percentage of maybe getting some skins in there, or something like that. Like some legendary skins would be great. I mean, the percentage doesn't have to be that high. Maybe run it at like maybe 2%, maybe even like 1.5%. But get some legendary skins in there because like legendary like skins is very hard to get. But just get some really good skins in there, and that might be worth, for like the older players, maybe even like be worth getting it just for that. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Chuck some skins in there, just a bit more incentive
Yeah.
Yeah.
to get it.
Yeah,
I
go.
wouldn't know because I've never opened one.
Yeah, JR, go for it, mate. Anything? Anything else in the segment?
Yeah, that's it. That's about it.
What
Rightio.
segment?
Yeah, look, when you're starting off an account, cups are important. They're important to gain GP experience, to get to know the maps, to the tracks, I should say. Cups are important, but as you play the game,
you need to get to 50,000 before you can join teams, don't you?
Yeah, well, no, you need to get to gold status.
Yes,
I think
agree.
that's about halfway. That's about like 20,000 or something like that. So you need to get to gold. Once you get to gold, you can join a team.
Okay.
To get to 50,000, that's when you hit platinum status.
And that's when you can start running cups properly.
Well, that's when you unlock all the vehicles and you unlock all the tracks. So that's when you hit 50,000, because up until about 50,000, you still got a couple more vehicles to unlock, which is the supercar, superbike, and a couple of other of those later vehicles, and
Yeah.
and a couple of those other tracks. But yeah, to join a team, all you need to do is just get to gold, which is I think 20,000.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, listeners, but I'm pretty sure I'm right on that, just from memory. Look, yeah, like I said before, cups is important when you're first starting off the game, but when you are playing it for a couple of years, that myself and my fellow co-hosts have been playing, it just gets less important and not really motivating to do it. So, I mean, team events is where it's at. That's like, for me, that's the premium mode of the game. That's at the top.
Same. Yep, same. And public events, I enjoy them too.
Yeah, the public events is more just for like the fun aspect of the game. It's just having a bit of fun, a bit of a laugh. You can
that's
laugh
why
at your
you play.
crashes and stuff. Yeah, but more so for seriousness of the game, competitive type stuff, the team events is number one. Cups for me and adventure. Well, adventure's last for me. I don't really care about adventure, but cups at the moment is pretty much down there, and team events and public events is the number priorities, number 1 and 2 priorities for me. So
Excellent.
rightio. Okay. Hey, let's run through some events, mate. Speaking of public events, team events.
Yes, let's move on to
what do we have in the last week or two? We'll start off with some team events.
Yep, team events. Let's go down to that. We'll start off with last week's team event. That one was called No Caps. The pop culture of everyone saying no cap
Yeah.
a couple years ago. That one was the wheelie with the formula. Does everyone remember that one?
Oh God! Don't remind me. Anyway, go on.
The time attack for track 2 and track 3 was another time attack. Time attack. I hate water, deep end, and number 4, distance in the mines. With what was I using?
I think I was using the EVCC for that one. I think.
I was using
this was the lava.
Yeah, it was a lava one.
Oh, the
I was
lava.
using
yeah.
the
The
lowrider.
lowrider. Yeah.
Yeah, the lowrider. Yeah, I was using the lowrider as well. It was a bit difficult, the lowrider, to be honest.
It was difficult, but when you hit it, geez, it was satisfying. When you got on those bridges right at the start, so it kicked you back up over the lava.
I only, to be honest, I pretty much only got to the end probably about once, or maybe about twice, I'd say.
Oh, you got to the end, did you?
No, not over the big hill at the end and into the lava. I'm talking about probably just before that, probably about 700 meters or 650.
Yeah.
Roughly about there. I only made it to there twice, so unfortunately.
Well, to get a 15k score was 1,000 meters, which was impossible because there was actually the roof went into the lava.
The track wasn't finished. It was there was it kept going, but you couldn't get past the track. I found that funny on Vereshak's video when he released his video.
Yeah.
And he came up and he said, how am I supposed to get 15k? I can't even get past the track. I found that funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. This week's team event, Teams Build Dreams. Well, not the one that we're just about to start, but the one we just finished. Track 1, trick time attack, so do spins to get more time bonuses.
Pete, were you using the hill climber with this, or were you going the
No,
super
I'll
bike?
go on the super bike with this one. It just spins rather easily.
What
I
scores
went the
were you
hill.
getting?
I went the hill climber.
Yeah. What was that, Eva?
What scores were you getting on the bike?
About 6,000 to 8,000.
Okay,
Depending
I
on
got
if I hit my
8,000.
landings right.
Yeah, I got 8,000 a couple of times with the hill climber.
Yeah. Well, I was using the hill climber on a different track.
Yeah.
Number 4, I think it was.
Yeah, and I was using the super bike on that, getting
Yeah.
occasional 7Ks.
See,
Occasional 9Ks.
I was using the super bike on the HCR1 track.
Oh, okay.
That track.
Yeah, that's track 4. That's what that one was.
No, that was
No,
that
was
track
track
2.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Where
that was track 2.
Where I was using the tractor.
Yeah, see, I was using the tractor on number 4, so I was kind of following. I was kind of following Vereshak's one because he used the tractor on 4 as well, and was getting
using
12 seconds.
Afterburner, coin, and fuel boost.
That's correct. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was using.
Yeah, and then you try to catch the coin. You try to catch the three or four coins down after the 2 little hills, and you collect those coins, and it should shoot you straight to the line.
I know BG was using that too because I was trying to follow his ghost.
Yeah. Our guest that's on in about a few minutes as well. I was following his ghost on it as well, and he gave me a great line. Is the legendary Will? So if you're listening, Will, thanks for that. We'll have a chat about that later. But yeah, I was following his ghost as well.
Of course, he's listening. He's just muted. He can't say. Track 3 was the distance uphill. That one was a little bit tricky. There was a bit of a technique to lose your bonnet and your roof.
Yeah, not much of a technique. It's just, all you do is just go over and just make sure you land upright again. If you just keep sliding down the hill, you're going to die.
Yes, and if you get stuck in one of the little divots, there's a lot of ways it can go wrong. So
it's all about where you flip over.
Way you die from smashing your head.
Yeah, because the car's upside down.
Sorry, that's just. I'm just.
There's a technique that you got to. There's a special technique that the way you do it is you don't die every single time.
There is a technique. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
there's definitely a technique.
Yeah.
It's all about speed. If you do speed, you're going to flip straight back up again.
Yep, that's it.
If you do it slowly, you're going to die. It's all about the speed.
Yes, all about it. Did you manage to get a hold of that one, Jackrabbit? Did you manage to do it all right?
I couldn't. I couldn't remove the roof properly.
Nah, so you were just getting the bonnet.
Yeah. The
bonnet is still pretty effective. There's if you lose the bonnet, it's still pretty quick. You can still get past 400 meters. It's if you lose the roof, you can get up to the 510 meters.
If you didn't lose the roof as you were going up one of those steeper hills, the car would roll backwards, and if you had wheelie and you couldn't take off the roof, it might work.
Yes, correct.
I did once. Yeah, I did it once.
Yep.
I was averaging about 430 meters. I couldn't quite get up to that top flat bit.
No, I never got to the flat bit.
No.
I got it on one hopeless run, which I regret, and then I was like, I almost broke my phone. I was so upset. I was like, typical to get it on a pointless run.
That's always the way. That's why Eva doesn't do it.
Yep. If I don't get a big enough score in the first one, or the second one, or the third one, I won't progress. Pointless.
Yep. Just skip.
I might take that strategy up. What was the last track, Pete?
Last track was the time attack with the tractor.
That's right. Yeah. Well, overall, I just missed out on 30k. I wasn't that great at this team event. He was top scored about 29k, so not
I
too happy with
just
myself.
managed a
But
30k on the last event.
yeah,
Just.
I could have done better, but to be honest, I didn't do too many runs. But it's hopefully this next event is a bit better. I saw IO's preview of the event. Looks interesting. It's got
Yeah, it
the
looks interesting,
supercar.
doesn't it?
It's got the supercar flat track. Where there's no air, so no air. So it's a time penalty with no air. So I think it's a supercar run. It's the same
Oh,
track
so
where you
you
go above.
can't leave the ground, or
No,
there's no
you can't.
resistance.
Yeah, you can't leave the ground. Yeah, so no air with that one.
Yep.
And from memory, she's gone blank now. I'll have to go back
Let me
into
just have a look. I'll
go
go.
back,
I'll have a look.
go back into the server. Hang on. Yep, here we go. So first one is a time attack, which I think.
First one is
Is
distance.
sorry, it's distance. It's distance. Yeah.
Second one is wheelie.
That the wheelie is on the fun.
Yeah, the
park.
fun rig.
The fun rig. Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks hard.
And then a time attack with the what do you call it? Jet ski.
The snowmobile.
Water run.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the one.
Yeah, and then you've got to
it's a
stay on the
water run.
ground. Airtime penalty, time trial.
I'm going to use the scooter, and I'm going to put Kangaroo on it just for giggles.
Well, on the stay on the ground.
Yeah, why not?
Well, why?
I reckon if I did that, it would be the longest I would go as Kanga.
Yeah, me too.
Do it on a pointless run. So if you stuff up the first 3
Yeah.
stages, you do it on a really pointless run. See what the biggest penalty you can get for that.
Yeah, make it a little personal goal.
Yeah. Then screenshot it. Then I'll post it on the YouTube version of this episode.
Yep. Quick update. Still haven't joined a match.
Oh, okay. I haven't logged on yet,
Oh,
so I don't
gosh.
know. Yeah, I would say that the servers are down. That's the only explanation. Is the
Someone needs
servers
to tell them a
down,
good joke.
and they need to restart the servers.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. All right. Anyway.
All right. Moving on to public events.
Yep. Go for it.
Last week's public event, archery, which was pretty funny because it was like archery, aiming for targets. I was finding the bus to be most effective on that one.
No, I was going. Yeah, I was going through a mixture. I was going through bus, super diesel. I had just different tracks. I would go super diesel. So different tracks, I'd go bus. But I had fun with that one. I didn't mind.
I had so much fun. I got 461 points on my main account.
Yeah, I just got to the 400, but it was a good one. I didn't mind doing it at all.
I quite enjoyed it too. How about you, Eva? Did you have a crack at that one, or still not?
No, still haven't had a lot of time to myself, to be honest.
No.
Yeah, I don't
getting
mind
back
those target ones. I don't mind them. Even if you have a chance to get them again, mate. Those target ones are quite fun.
Yeah,
Well,
I wanted to.
anything with the bus and thrusters, I enjoy for some reason.
Yeah, well, I wanted to do it because it would have been good practice. But
Yes.
yeah, I think last Tuesday I did a 12-hour day in the car. Just driving and chatting on the phone all day. So got home and I was wrecked. So
Yeah, okay.
JR,
how did you go with that public event with the targets?
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. I used the bus also. It was nice. Yeah.
Yeah, bus is the way to go because it's got a nice
yeah.
big body, so you hit more targets with it.
Yeah,
like
But some
players were taking the bus roof off.
Yeah,
A couple of
I
times
see
I
that.
was doing that as well.
I took the bus roof off.
Yeah.
I have no body. I'm just zeros and ones.
You have no body, but you are not nobody.
I'm
Yeah.
sure you would give the bus a good crack there, Mate Robot. Yeah. I wonder what Mate Robot's favorite vehicle is, to be honest. Have we ever asked him? I don't think we've ever asked him.
I reckon it would be the Moonlander because it has a brain.
That's
Yeah, but the
actually-
rotator's got a brain too.
Yeah, it does have a brain as well.
Well, it has a little computer chip, like that little antenna thing. So maybe it's a little bit more like a robot. Anyway,
get back to the PE.
Yeah, I was knocking off the roof for the bus to make it lighter so I could get the 100 targets on top. Because with the roof still attached, you drop too quickly, I thought.
Yeah, that's true. And not just that, there's some tracks that you needed to take the roof off because you wouldn't have got to the targets in the first place. So especially the one under the big huge rock ledge, there's a couple of 100 points underneath there, and you go all the way down, and yeah, you just follow. There's a line that you follow. So
Yeah. I remember there was a mines track where you'd like go downhill and then over the ramp, and then you had to thrust up. If you didn't have no roof, you couldn't get those ones. Couldn't get enough height.
Yeah.
So what I'd do, I'd just use the jump shocks and thrust up into the roof and knock the roof off that
Oh
way.
yeah. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
All right. How are you going on the current event, Vertigo Go Go?
Vertigo Go Go.
Yes.
Yeah, good. Loving it.
It's not
I'm
too
actually
bad.
loving it.
I mean, the go-to vehicle here is Captain Obvious, which is the hot rod. I don't believe anybody else is really using any other vehicles, are they?
No. Well, I did actually verse Ken into space using the super diesel, and he came first.
Oh, of course he came first.
But he had an interesting setup. He had jump shocks, landing boost, and thrusters.
Wow. That's
So he was
interesting.
thrusting up the hill and then landing on the fuel.
Oh,
Can't remember what track it
wow.
was though. Yeah,
I'm pretty
it's
sure
insane.
he would have been he would have had to have been recording that, so I'm pretty sure he will come out with a video. Maybe you're on it, Pete.
Yeah, maybe.
Look
He
out for
was
that.
about 3 or 4 above me, so
Yeah. Yeah, that bloke can do anything, let me tell you. That doesn't surprise me
Yeah.
one bit.
Exactly.
I'm enjoying it. I've got a few. I think I've got until tomorrow to finish it. Hey, it's almost
Yeah.
finished.
Yeah.
Monday, I think it is.
Oh, Monday, yeah.
Monday.
Yeah.
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 So
So
you got a
I've
couple
got
of days still.
I think I'm about halfway. I've been on 200 points, I think.
Oh, heaps of time.
Yeah.
Because just start doing it now during the podcast. You'll finish by the time we do.
Well, the thing is, I'm actually I am enjoying because there's a few tracks that I really really like, and I'm used to the line, and getting some pretty decent times. Maybe you
Well,
haven't had a crack at it,
Funny you
eh?
say that.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Give
Funny
it a
you
whirl,
say that
maybe, if you can. Yeah.
because I've got the current world record for track number 5.
Oh, you do.
I do.
You've got the world record for it. How do you compare the world record with other
Well,
people?
I recently joined the public event server tonight, and
Oh.
they've like what you do. They've got a running scoreboard.
There's a public event server. You have to send me the link for that.
Yeah, I'll send it to you later on.
Okay.
Pilot got me onto it because he posted the current list, and I'm like, hang on a minute, I got better than that. So he posted my screenshot on my behalf, and then I joined it later. So that was pretty exciting.
Oh, so you currently hold the record for track 5.
I currently hold it, which is
Well-
25 seconds, 0.455.
Awesome. Congrats, mate. That's a huge achievement, especially with millions of people playing the public event at the moment.
I'm almost certain that it's going to get beaten, but it hasn't yet.
Well, now that everybody's heard, by the time that this podcast will come out, it'll be too late for them.
Exactly. That's my plan.
I'm going to work extra hard over the weekend to finish the podcast editing.
Yeah. I'll release it straight away too, so people can beat his record. Too funny. How are you going with it, JR? Do you like this event?
Yes, I'm liking it too.
What's the
I don't
parts?
usually, try the hot rod, but yeah, it's the best vehicle to use on this, and I'm liking it very much. I use the
Absolutely.
magnet, coin boost, and fuel boost. Are you using that too, Pete?
No, I'm not.
Oh, what were you using?
I'm using coin boost, fuel boost,
Mhm.
and winter tires.
Oh,
I'll
winter
edit that out so no one will
tires.
hear what you've actually used, so no one can steal your time.
Yeah, you just
Uh,
said
Yeah,
yes,
that's everybody's go-to parts. I think, to be honest, is tires, fuel boost, and coin. That's
that's
my
for this
go-to.
specific public event. I usually roll with a magnet on cut and time trial and adventure if I ever play it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Yeah, no, it's good PE. Pete, do we know what the next PE been? Has it been released yet, or we don't know yet?
Let me just have a quick look. So, upcoming event is called Total Eclipse of the Car. So, we've got another moon event.
Is that in relation to the song?
Oh, totally. 100%.
Totally. Pete, go sing the song. A
I
total
can't
eclipse
sing.
of the heart.
Turn around, bright eyes.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
better.
one.
And the one after that, I can't tell you what that one's going to be, but the one after that is called Tailbone Tickler. Now, I don't know about you, but that has a little bit of a funny sound to it.
Tailbone tickler.
It sounds like it should be in the 18 plus channel.
Sounds a bit kinky. Sounds like JR's type of public event.
Oh my god. Let's not go there.
Yeah, true. Oh my god, funny. All right.
Yes.
Okay,
That's
cool.
all I've got.
Awesome. Thanks.
Should we invite Will?
I reckon get Will in. That's definitely
He's probably
getting in.
laughing.
Hey! I think what we should say is, I think I need you now tonight. I need you more than ever. And if only you hold me tight, we'll be holding on forever.
That's
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, that's a classic song, isn't it? What's the song name again?
Total eclipse
Total
of the
Eclipse
heart.
of the Heart.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, Total Eclipse of the Car.
Yes.
Forever is going to start tonight, you know.
Yeah.
Stop.
Talking song lyrics is funny, isn't it? We don't want to sing it, but we can speak
Nothing
it.
I can say.
Yeah. All right, yes, let's get Willie in, guys. I'm sure he's been hanging on to come and have a chat with us. So, yeah, guys, it's great to get you in here. Will's been a part of the AUSNZ community for from the very beginning. His previous team, was he in with you, Pete? At
No, I'm pretty sure he was with Woke. I'm
he
pretty
was
sure.
he was in the Rogue. Yeah, okay, we'll confirm that in a sec. I would love to introduce Will. Thanks so much for coming on the podcast, mate. It's an absolute pleasure to have you on. Sorry we couldn't get you on earlier, but you're finally here. You're a regular in the PE events. You know, we've had a chat. You go to the Victoria meetups as well, and you see the boys, and you're a big part of the community, mate. And it's great to have you on the episode. Finally, so Will, welcome to the AUSNZ Community Podcast, mate. How are you tonight?
It's great to be here. Thanks for the warm introduction. And I'm not sure really how to follow those lyrics that Eva just belted out. But
Now I'm only falling apart.
Eva, Pete, welcome Will to the podcast as well.
Yes, welcome, Will. Thanks for jumping on.
Thanks for having me, guys. Great to be here.
Yeah, good to have you on the podcast, mate. So yeah, let's get moving.
Yes, I'm just going to say sorry for Eva's singing.
I'm not singing. I'm just reading lyrics.
We could go on all night.
Oh, look, I've got many more lyrics in front of me.
Might have to have a dedicated lyrics podcast channel there.
No, let's not.
No, let's not. Let's not.
Uh,
And we'll only
um,
be making it right if we do.
Oh God.
oh, that was a bad time to have a sip of my drink.
Yes.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
going to stop.
JR, welcome Will to the podcast as well.
Welcome to the podcast, Will. It's nice to. I'm looking forward to listening to your stories and your journey in HCR2. So welcome.
Thanks, JR.
Will, you started off in Woke. Is that correct? You came from Woke?
Oh, that's not quite correct, I don't think, there, GTR.
Oh, okay. So Pete got that one right.
Yeah, very
Yes,
wrong.
I did.
Yes.
Naughty Pete.
I
Well,
can't
let's-
remember everything.
That's true. Let's. All right, so, Will, mate, you want to share with the audience your HCR2 journey, your story, how you started the game, how you came across it, and
Yeah,
a bit of team history.
Yeah, thanks, GTR. Originally, I started off playing HCR1. I was grinding that out, and I chose not to download HCR2 and was quite content just playing HCR1 and grinding out all my vehicles there and getting everything maxed out. And then one day we were holidaying in Queensland, and my son was using my iPad, and he downloaded HCR2. So I downloaded it on my phone as well so that we could race against each other. And being the competitive person that I am, and the fact that he had to go to bed early, I was able to upgrade my vehicles a lot quicker. So he lost interest because he was no longer beating me. And from there, I just kept grinding out the vehicles and trying to max them out as quickly as I could. I was probably getting towards the end of playing the game and looking for something else to move on with, and that's when the teams event started up.
Saved the game, didn't it?
So team events pretty much saved you from leaving the game.
Yeah, I think if teams had started a week later, I probably wouldn't have been involved in it.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So when the teams update came out, I joined a team called, I think it was Australia 1.
Australia 1. Okay.
Is that WON or ONE?
ONE.
Okay.
And that was one of the first Australian teams, and we were in the top few Aussie teams. We had a policy where we made everyone a co-leader.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah, so that wasn't...
You can be co-leader, and you can be co-leader.
Everyone that
Okay,
joined got made a co-leader. So we woke up one morning, and the team was gone. Someone had booted everyone.
I didn't think co-leaders could boot co-leaders. It must have been the leader that did that.
Originally, they could.
It must have been, yeah. I was just about to say that
Yeah,
it
it was
might
one
have
of
been.
the updates that came out somewhere along the way that took that ability away.
Yeah.
Due to horror stories like that, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Oh, could have been worse. There was someone on Team Cats that basically got drunk one night and booted about 15 players. It was bad.
Whoops.
So yeah, we went then. Luckily, Discord had just sort of started up, so we were able to form a new team and get probably half of the team back in there. But then we were no longer in the top few teams anymore, so we were really fighting an uphill battle to be competitive again.
What was the name of that team you
So
started
that
up?
team was Aussie Grown.
Ah, Aussie Grown.
So, were you originally with AG and Grumps? Was that Grumps?
Yep.
I didn't
There
know
you
that.
go.
I didn't know that you were with AG.
So yeah, a few of the Arrow's there, and La Paz.
La Paz, yeah. La Paz is unfortunately he's retired, but yeah, Arrow's still around.
Yeah, so me and Arrow have just gone back to Aussie Grown for the month to pay them a visit and show off our high GPs and sort of me and him battling for 1 and 2.
What you're saying is every now and then you go back.
No, we just while AUSNZ was rebuilding, we've gone back there for a holiday.
Yeah, fair enough. I highly rate Arrow. I think he's a great player. He is a very skilled player, and he's a type player that's very underestimated. A lot of people underestimate his ability. He is up there with some of the best in Australia and New Zealand, mate. He's a great player.
Well, we've been having a little head-to-head competition while we've been there, and he's slightly in front at the moment. So
that's interesting.
Certainly a big improver.
So every now and then you beat him?
He's winning a bit more than 50-50 at the moment.
Yeah, 60-40.
Yeah, something like that.
We got Arrow at number 45 on the AUSNZ, not AUSNZ, but the Australian New Zealand top 50 list. And we got
Strictly
you at number
Australians.
We got you at number 21, Will. So there's a bit of a gap there, but obviously Arrow could have been a lot higher, I believe.
Yeah. I think it depends on the type of event as well, and
yeah,
how busy we are at work and other things in life.
He's very skilled. Like I've seen some of his clips that I was putting together with the AUSNZ movie, and I put some of his best clips together, and you can see the skill in some of his the way he plays the game is very high level. So yeah, he's a fantastic player.
Yeah, so I was at this team Aussie Grown, and my GP was getting pretty high, probably about 7,500. I think 8,000 something was the maximum at that stage. So I was, we were in the top 200 to 500 teams. I was secretly wanting to go to a better team, so I kept looking at the top 10 teams. I'm thinking, I'd like to join one of those teams at some stage, but never got around to it. And I was on Discord one day and started talking to Cam.
Good old Cam.
Yeah, so we struck up a pretty good friendship, and we still talk pretty regularly on Discord.
Cam a great player. I've actually messaged him the other day, and I actually said g'day, because I don't know if you listened to the last episode, Will, but we were talking about mental health and men's mental health and a few things like that. And Eva and Pete were saying, I haven't messaged a few people on Discord in a while. And I actually went through my list and messaged quite a few people, and I messaged Cam and asked him how he's doing. And I said, just checking in, mate, and how are you and everything. And yeah, he replied and said he's great, and he's taken a bit of a step back from the game, he was saying. So he's busy with work and a few other things, but it's good to hear.
He's a great guy. So we're talking about different things on Discord all the time, and we're always discussing how good it'd be if we got an Australian team. And then he came and played in Aussie Grown for a week or two, and then me and La Paz went to Stars and Stripes for a few weeks.
Ah, right, okay.
So I think they were about 7 or 8 in the world at that stage.
Yep.
So he invited us there just for a brief visit. I thought that was pretty good, and I could obviously compete with those guys, and I did Australia proud, and so did La Paz.
Yeah, awesome.
And then we moved back to Aussie Grown, and it just wasn't quite the same. And I thought as soon as I get to 8,000 GP, I'm going to go back to a top 10 team.
Yeah, wow.
I think even before that, Cam came and said, well, one day, why don't you come to Stars and Stripes permanently? And I think I just said yes straight away.
Okay, so you actually went back to Stars and Stripes, and you were in there permanently.
Yeah.
I actually thought that you came from one of the Australian teams. I thought you came from Woke or Down Underwear.
No, so it was me, Cam, and Zeke. flying the Aussie flag at Stars and Stripes.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I know. I knew Zeke was in Stars and Stripes as well, but I didn't know that you were as well, mate. So we'll learn every day. There you go.
Yeah, so they were a great group of guys, and we had a lot of fun on their Discord server.
They're they let's just say they don't allow kids to join their teams. They're
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
So you were hanging out with so Big Al was there, and we got Hulkster, and
Yeah, I was
who
very
else?
envious of some of the automatic rifles and things like that those guys are allowed to have. You know, their gun
Yeah.
channel was really good.
Yes. Camo when he came on the episode, his episode, he was talking about. They got a good gun channel on there. Unfortunately, us Aussies are not really. We're not a gun crazy nation to be honest. But yeah,
So yeah, I got there. They were really nice people. One of them made my avatar for Discord, maybe a professional looking SNS one.
yep.
And then when I moved to AUSNZ, he made the current avatar I've got, so similar to what he'd done for SNS, but he put AUSNZ or something on it.
Yep.
So, I was at Stars and Stripes for a few months. I was probably really just getting established and starting to enjoy it. And then that's when we had the announcement that we were going to start the AUSNZ team.
Yes, back in 2020.
Yeah.
It was roughly about March 2020, just right around the COVID. When COVID hit, just before. Well, no, was it 2019?
Yeah, I think it was well before COVID.
Sorry, I think it was 2019. March 2019 was it was see, COVID hit at the end of 2019 and beginning of 2020. So I think it was March 2019 is when AUSNZ started.
Yeah, so that was something me and Cam had always talked about, and I just logged into Discord one day and seen a message on the SNS server to say that me and Will be leaving. That was the first I knew about AUSNZ starting up.
Yeah. Yeah,
So I said, "Oh, what's
Yeah,
this, Cam? We're leaving." He goes, "Yeah, we got a new Australian team to go to."
Yeah,
I think it was just going to be an Australian team to start off with.
It was just going to be an Australian team. So Oz Muscle originally were going to first join in with us, followed by it was Down Underwear and Woke. So it was kind of like three teams trying to merge with each other. Oz Muscle pulled out straight away. They left very early on, before the teams could even be created, and they left straight away. But they initially joined first. But anyway.
Yeah, so Stars and Stripes were understanding that we were forming a national team, but it didn't stop them from trying to coax us back all the time.
Yeah. So Woke and Down Underwear pretty much merged together to create Team 1, and then what was left over from them went into Team 2. Along came yourself, Zeke, Camo, and of course Creepers came over from Verishak's team. Eva came across from Cats.
No, I come across from Zigzag.
Zigzag, that's right. Yes, Zigzag. And a few others that came across as well. So, well, there you go, eh? I didn't know that you were in Stars and Stripes. So and now of course Stars and Stripes is called Last Call.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I didn't know you were from Aussie Grown either.
Yeah, I didn't know you were from Aussie Grown either. Unfortunately, recently we had a bit of a fallout with Grumps and AG. Not really a fallout, but they were part of the AUSNZ community, and unfortunately they parted ways. They had their own Discord server during the whole time. They were also communicating on Messenger and Facebook and things like that. And Grumps had a conversation with myself and Muzz and a couple of others, and basically, they decided to leave the community, and we just wished them luck. And I don't know if there's any bad blood or anything there. I don't think so. But
No, there's
certainly
not.
not on
They
our
were happy to
behalf.
have me and La Paz, me and Arrow back for a bit. And,
Yeah.
they're not that active at communicating and doing things together. There's just a few people there that do some kilometres and.
Yep. Yeah. We gave them the opportunity to get more involved and things like that, but unfortunately, no, they just weren't really interested, to be honest. And it was nice to have a few of them in the server, but yeah, no, they went their separate ways. But look, we're happy where we are at the moment. So now, Will, is your name William?
Correct.
I thought so. Well, I just wanted to confirm. I didn't know for sure, but I was just guessing that. So,
So I didn't go
skip that question out.
It doesn't look like I went to much effort to create a HillClimb Racing 2 name, but a fair bit of thought went into it. And old Bill, and I thought, well, Will's pretty similar, so we'll go with that.
Yep. So you built up
similar thinking to me.
Yes, that's right. So you built up the Will account, and then all of a sudden you think, right, I want to have another crack at this, and along came Nitro.
Yeah, I still had that going in the background, so that was the account my son installed on my iPad.
Okay.
In the very beginning, so they've both been going for about the same amount of time.
Oh, they've been going the same amount of time.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought Nitro was okay, so Nitro's account was originally your son's account.
Well, it was the one he installed on my iPad.
Yes. Okay. So there you go. So so that account's been like going for quite some time.
Yeah, 6 years or something, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
So it's almost at the maximum GP now. So I've got two pretty solid accounts.
Nitro has been I think Nitro has been there pretty much since the start of Team 2, if not the start, pretty close to it.
Yeah, so I guess early days. So on the server, I was very heavily involved in the background. We did lots of different things to try and get new players onto the server, and a lot of stuff to do with matchmaking. So I think I spent lots of late nights with Bob trying to monitor other teams and hatch out plans so that we'd match teams like drifts and things like that.
Yeah, drifters. Yep.
So part of that involved my second account strategically spying on a few of these other teams.
Yeah, I'm guilty of the same thing.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
So for the first few months, I spent a lot of time sort of going from team to team to Australian team to Australian team to either figure out when they were matching or see what the team was like and who was worth poaching to bring into Australia and New Zealand.
Not that we ever poach anyone, but that's
that's
okay. We do it in a secret way.
And then eventually I moved that to Team 2, so I had one account in Team 1 and the other one in Team 2.
Yeah, and you've been with Team 2 for a long time, and you're a valued member, mate, and probably, I'd have to say, you're one of the most loyal members of AUSNZ. You've always been with us. You've always played team events. You've always been around the server and come on flash mobs, and mate, you've always been around, and probably one of the most loyal members of the community, I've got to say.
Well, it's nice of you to say that.
Yeah, well, it's the truth. I'm only stating the truth. You know, you've been around a while since the beginning, and you're AUSNZ through and through, as a lot of us are. And but I just want one question I want to ask you, Will. How are you going with the game? Are you in the same similar position to myself, where you're burnt out, you're over it? You know, like, hey, where are you at with the game at the moment? That's what I want to ask you.
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit over it, but it's probably more because I'm so busy at work these days, and I don't really get time to practice and grind it out. So I don't score as well in the team events because I'm not practicing these time trial tracks and things like that.
I'd still say you're up there, or you're always up the top of the scoring in Team 2. I can't really speak on behalf of Team 1 because I don't really know, but Team 2 you're always up top in our top 10, top 15. But you're always there, mate, and your scores are always competitive.
Yeah, I think my Team 2 scores often beat my Team 1 scores.
Yeah, it's
So
always the case, isn't
the
it?
account for Team 2 is on my nice big iPad. The one for the Team 1 is on my old Samsung Galaxy.
Yep.
And it's
What sort of Galaxy is it?
it's an S8.
Ooh,
It's getting
I play on an S7.
Yeah, mine's getting pretty old, so I can't press half the buttons on the screen anymore. I have to rotate the phone to be able to press certain things in the game.
Well, there you go.
Wow.
You know,
and I've used it that much for HCR2, but down both sides of the phone, there's 3 little circles and 2 pause buttons. But they're permanently burnt into the screen.
burnt in. Oh wow. Mate, you want to... Yeah, go for it, sorry.
I've just bought a new phone that I'm looking to cut it over, so hopefully my scoring will improve then.
Yeah, but you'll lose your ghosts. You'll lose all your records. But that's okay.
Yep.
It's were you listening to the conversation we were having earlier about HCR3 by any chance?
I was.
Now, I want to get your views on HCR3. What do you think it's going to be like, and what do you expect from Fingersoft when they eventually release HCR3?
I guess when you guys were talking, I got the impression you were all talking about teams and being able to race against one another.
Yeah.
What I expect is Fingersoft are a company and they like to make money, so they'll be doing things that make them money. And I'm not sure how much money there is in team events. So I don't know whether that would be the focus for HillClimb Racing 3.
So you think it'll be player versus player?
Maybe.
Well, like you said at the start, you were going to quit until Teams mode came out, and that saved the game for you.
Yeah, so now they need to come up with something new.
Mm.
Okay. Yes, you're right. That's so true.
You know, even if they keep the teams concept there's got to be something new and additional.
Yep.
Yeah. Teams of 100.
Yeah, that's an idea.
Yeah.
Now, I'd like to just be able to enter an event and you've got 24 hours to do the event and the top number of that get through to the next round and so forth and compete a bit more individually.
Oh, yeah. So like a what do you call it? Oh, competition championship.
Yeah, something
tournament,
like that.
That's the word.
Yeah, some sort of tournament, maybe a tournament feature. That would be pretty neat.
I would love a tournament feature, like a knockout, like a bracket type knockout tournament where you start off with 32 teams and you get to the final and you play and you win trophies.
And there's one part that I've always wanted, and you probably might be able to guess what that is based on the name I had for my alt account, and that was to be able to have some nitro boost.
I know. Yeah.
I'd like to have that as a legendary
it's got fuel boost.
Yeah.
It's got fuel boost is sort of like nitro boost, isn't it?
Yeah, but nitro you could use whenever you want.
Whenever you want type thing. Yes.
You know, don't shoot it off too early. You got to.
So they got star boost and they got fuel boost.
Yeah.
So what we want now is nitro boost.
Well, CCEV, they've got a sort of a
it's got a boost.
Nitro. Yeah, you can use whenever you want.
It's not the same. It's not the same as nitro boost. I know what Will's getting at. Now the type of nitro you want, it's got to be obviously less powerful at a smaller level than it is when it's maxed. Yeah. So if it's maxed, you obviously get a bigger thrust. or get more power.
Yeah, and whether you use, say, three thrusts at different stages throughout the track, or save them right to the end and go thrust, thrust, thrust.
That could be a game breaker.
Well,
That could be.
hang on.
Either
just
you think that
remember-
could be a game breaker, yeah?
No. Let's make sure that when they do use nitro, or if they are thinking of using a nitro boost, that it is true to life, and that is when you hit nitrous on a car, that you need to keep accelerating for it to work. As soon as you lift off, it stops.
Yep.
So it would have to be timed. The driver would have to time it, knowing that he could stay on boost on nitrous.
So keep accelerating, because as soon as they take their foot off the accelerator, or the finger,
It stops.
thumb off the accelerator,
Yep,
it stops.
Yeah. So, and that would be true to life. And not only
Actually-
that, it would also make it a great thing, but a terrible thing all at once. And then maybe like the hot rod, if you do it for too long, it should go bang.
It blows up. Yeah.
Would it have like a level, like a fuel tank, so you could use all of it at once, or just like bursts?
I don't know. It's up to Fingersoft to build it.
Yeah.
We can
Because
only give
in
them the idea.
HCR1, there are things that you can buy which make you give you a burst. And I'm not sure whether they call it nitrous or whatever, but there were shots that you could use that are, that you pre-purchase. I don't know whether they were called nitro or not.
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't know. I can't speak for HCR1.
I haven't played it. I haven't played HCR1 in ages. But yeah, it is part of the game, and you can basically use it whenever you want. I think they call them boosts, to be honest.
Yep, that's something that would be great in HCR3 if it came out. That's a cracker everyone will. Maybe hopefully it'll come out. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting what format HCR3 does take.
And not just that, but what type of game modes, what type of vehicles, the different tracks.
Yeah, I don't think they'll
parts.
just remake HCR2, because it'll be just a HCR2 upgrade otherwise. So they need to come up with something new.
Some new parts. We want some new parts. Like, we don't want the same old parts. We want some new creative parts, don't we? Yeah. Something like how they have landing boost, something like an air boost, or I don't know, something to do with thrusters that improves the life of thrusters, or something. I don't know. Have to come up with something.
Yeah.
Anyway, real mate. Before we get on to some questions and before we play the quiz, just tell us a little bit about yourself, buddy. Where you're from, and what do you do?
Oh yeah, so I'm in
a couple other things
in Melbourne, Victoria, in the southeastern suburbs.
Southeast.
Yep. Canterbury, for anyone that knows that.
Was that Pete's country, or Pete's out of the country?
Yeah, Pete's out a fair way further than me.
Yeah, I'm a bit further out.
Okay.
Closer to Eva.
Okay.
So I'm in the IT game. I'm a CTO at a small company that makes digital car parking solutions.
Awesome.
I'm married with 3 young boys that chew up most of my time when I'm not working.
Yes. Yeah.
Generally, I like anything to do with racing, but especially like horse racing.
Oh, yep. So you're a bit of a Melbourne Cup fan, obviously.
Yeah,
and
Melbourne
Caulfield
Cup. Caulfield Cup. Like when the F1s are here, I'll go and see them.
Oh yeah, of course. Yep. That's one of my favourite tracks. I mean, my all-time favourite track is Bathurst, but followed closely by Phillip Island, and then third would definitely be Albert Park.
I heard Eva talking earlier about packages arriving in the mail and how much lenses costs, and saying that you win things. So One time I was at a charity auction. I bought a ride in the dual seater F1, and
Oh, you got a dual seat F1 ride.
and when I got home,
Yeah.
my wife goes, "Oh, how much did that cost?" And I go, "I won it," which is technically correct because I won it at auction.
Yeah.
Well, they say that the only way you can beat a lie detector is if internally you don't think what you're saying is a lie.
It's as
So
in
if there is
Seinfeld,
truth-
it's not a lie if you really believe it.
Yep. Well, I mean, if there's truth in what you're saying, you did win it. It was an auction and you won the auction. It's not a lie when you say you won it.
Correct. That's correct. Exactly. How was the ride?
Mind
Was
you, I'll just preface that with I have been married twice.
Yeah.
Once I'd done
So-
2 laps, I'd had enough of it. GTR.
Really? Really?
I had a
So
new
was it just
appreciation for
too
how
much-
fit these guys are.
Was it just too much G-force and it was just too much on the body?
Yeah, we were pulling some serious G's in the old V10.
Mhm.
Wow.
And it's not acceleration's one thing, but they would be doing 4 and 5G braking and cornering.
Yep.
They can out corner their acceleration Gs, and they can outbrake. I mean, the braking Gs are like 4 times the acceleration Gs in an F1 car.
Yeah.
So after I did the ride, I didn't even want to hang around and watch the race. I just wanted to go home. And
Oh, geez, really? Wow. I wasn't expecting that.
I felt really ill. And then I went to bed for a
Oh,
bit.
geez.
And when I woke up, I struggled to walk. All my
Wow.
back was out of alignment, and my neck was killing me. And
All I
Jeez.
want to say is, geez,
That's just-
G-forces.
Oh, no, that's actually because that's always been a dream of mine. I've always wanted to do that.
yeah, so did I. That's why I wanted
can't
an
do it
option.
in the condition.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've never
But-
heard of that. Like becoming
I've-
ill, you need to go to sleep and not being able to walk. Jeez.
see, like, there's no way I would fit in one of those cars now. But 20 years ago, I would have loved to have done it.
You got to be under 80 kilos, I think. GDR.
Yeah, no chance. No
I-
chance. I'm well
I
over.
did,
I'm well over 80 kilos.
I did a flight in a fighter trainer, and we were pulling 4Gs. And at the end of that, I got out and just wandered off. And the pilot was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, that was awesome." He goes, "I think you need to go in something faster." So yeah, I haven't done anything worse because the next would be in a jet fighter, which will do 6 to 8
Yep.
Gs. But no, I just haven't got there yet.
People lose consciousness and things like that. I've heard, obviously.
Well, it was more of there wasn't anything like that in Adelaide at the time. There was a MiG that had just started. It was the only one in Adelaide that was doing flights, and it was $2,500 for a 10-minute flight. And I just went, nah.
Yeah,
Like, I wanna
that's a
do it,
bit
but not-
much.
I want to do it, but not that much.
Crazy.
That's an expensive adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stick to my So the other thing I like to do is ride my trail bike. I'll stick to that.
Oh, yep.
That's right. You were
Yeah.
talking to Goose that night about the fact that you're both motorbike riders.
Yeah.
But he's a professional motorbike rider.
He's a male escort.
He's Postman Pat.
He rides a postie bike.
Yeah, he gets paid to ride his motorbike, so he's a professional.
So you do trails on it? You do off-roads,
Yeah.
like trails?
Yep.
Or?
Take it up to the state forest and things like that. Enduro
Nice.
tracks.
How are your knees?
Not that good, yeah.
Doesn't sound good.
I think my knees are more not that good from my days of surfing and playing Aussie rules. So
Oh, fair
Yeah.
enough. Fair enough. No, because enduro riding does a fair bit to you because you're standing up a
Yeah,
fair bit.
you're standing up most of the time.
Yep.
Very good, guys. Should we get on to the quiz and some questions? What do you reckon?
Yes, sounds
Yeah,
good.
why not?
Let's do it.
Let me open up the quiz.
Get the quiz out. We'll quickly run through the quiz.
I've got
Who's
the quiz
keeping
spreadsheet.
track?
I'll keep
JR
track.
special quiz.
Should JR ask the question, seeing as it's her quiz?
I would be happy with that. Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Hold on, I'm scrolling through is it pinned on the? Is it pinned on the? Okay, there, I found
It's
it.
in the questions. There we go.
Yeah. Is everyone ready?
Yep,
Eva?
I'm ready.
Okay. So, Will, this is a quiz for the podcast guest. It's called Never Have I Ever, a HillClimb Racing 2 edition. So 1 point for each one that you have never done before. Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So have you ever missed a team event?
No.
Okay. Have you ever hated a public event?
Yes.
Okay. Have you picked an easier map for the boss level?
Yes.
Yeah. And have you scrapped legendary parts before excess?
No.
Oh,
Never.
okay. So have you have you used up all special tickets on a single run?
Yep.
No. Okay.
We-
Have you
that was
ever had a
before
perfect
you could only just
40
use 4 tickets now.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. So next question is, have you ever had a perfect 40K score?
I've had 40K where the score's been out of 50.
So not a perfect.
No.
Yeah. No. So that's a 5-track event. Okay. So have you ever fallen asleep while grinding adventure
Yes.
maps? Okay. Have you ever taken a long break from playing HCR2?
No.
No? No. Okay. Have you ever rage quit at some point in time?
Yes. I guess you could say I have.
Yeah.
Have I been upset and
I
thrown my
think most-
phone? And yes.
Yeah, that kind of rage quit. Have you ever had that? Okay. Have you ever kicked a team member by accident?
No.
No. Okay. Have you ever banned someone from the team server?
Um,
I'm not sure if
do
it's
you guys know
applicable.
Brandon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all know him.
Everybody's banned him at some stage.
Yeah. Okay. And the last question is: have you ever done a face reveal on any Discord server?
Excluding our one.
Yeah, excluding this one.
Yes, I think I have.
Okay. That's cool.
I think we did the couple of face reveals last Christmas or the Christmas before, didn't we, Will? When Goose started posting photos.
Oh.
Plus
that
the Vic meetups. We've done
Yep.
them.
Yeah. All right.
So, as everyone knows, I've got a good face for podcasts.
How do we go
That's
with
it.
scoring?
So, you have scored a total of 7 points. 7 points, which is 1 point more than our winner, our other winners so far. So, effectively, you have won nothing. But don't feel bad because no one wins anything. So, coming second means you're just as good as coming first.
Nah, it's all a bit of fun, mate. So that was it's all good. If you had beaten or gotten equal to first, we'll give you a nice little roll on the server, but that's okay. Next time,
I could have lied.
I have to create one and give you say I came second. I reckon, yeah. Let's get into some questions because we're getting on as time goes on, guys. So let's probably get into some questions.
Yeah.
Eva, Pete, and JR, you guys go first, and I'll answer. I'll ask Will the Amy question later on.
Sure.
All right. Who's first? Eva, get you go, right? You go.
Me?
Yeah,
Me
you
first.
go.
Okay, so well, we have met, which was pretty cool. I was gonna ask the question. So, what does your family think about, as in your wife specifically, think about you playing a inverted commas PC child's game?
That's a very, very interesting question, Eva. What does she think about me being on a podcast on a Saturday night about the same game? She just rolls her eyes at
Well,
me. You're not playing that HCR2 game.
If you're a
again.
true gentleman, you'd pick them up and roll them back.
I think her most common comment is, "You're not playing that stupid game again, are you?"
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I got it a few times as well.
So
I mean, you could always lie and just say, "No, I'm watching porn," and she'd know you're lying.
yeah, I could tell you what my GP is, but I probably couldn't. I could tell you that down to the point, but I probably couldn't tell you how many years I've been married for or when my wedding anniversary is.
Oh, jeez. Well, I mean, at least she hasn't said something like, put that game down or I'm leaving.
Yes, that's true.
Mm.
You wouldn't make an ultimatum that you were
a-
going to lose, would you?
I've got a quick question. What is your favourite cuisine?
Oh, that is a question without notice.
They all are, because we were a little bit unprepared with the questions in the community questions page.
I like desserts.
Yeah. Do you have a favourite dessert? Like ice cream or cake?
I like a big fan of sticky date puddings.
Nice.
With lots of cream and ice cream and pancakes.
Mm. Yep.
Excellent.
My turn. Oh, okay. I love this question. It's always been my favorite, and I call it the Amy question because Amy first asked it to. Oh, jeez, I don't even know who she first asked it to, but it was a few episodes ago, probably about 10 or so. Her question has always been the same, but I've always altered the question, so I'll just keep it pretty simple. The Amy question is, shout out to her, of course, as well, is if you were to choose a team of, say, 5 players, mate, including yourself, so a team of 6, I guess, who would be your top 5 players of all time to be in your team?
So I guess as part of big part of having a team is having lots of fun. So I pick people that I know well and like to joke around with. I guess,
and have that camaraderie feel as well, as well as fun, or just mainly just to muck around, or
serious team that would be competitive. I guess my first pick would probably be my other account.
your other account. Well, that could be a HCR3 feature, mate, where you can have your alt account on the same team. Wouldn't that be interesting?
Then I'll have to throw Camo in there.
Camo, that's a good choice. Great player.
And I used to spend lots of time on Discord with La Paz, so I'd have him in as well.
You have to bring him out of retirement there, mate.
I'm sure
we'll
we
have to send him a message.
His arm. I'd have Arrow in there too.
Yep, great choice.
And I'd also probably throw in Dreddy, because he's really fun to talk to late of an evening and gets up to lots of interesting things throughout the day.
He's a character, good old Dreadstar.
Throws up some good scores. And what do I need? One more.
So if you're throwing in Dreddy, you've got to throw in Greenie as well,
Yeah, he
surely.
can come along too. I reckon that'd be a
I
pretty
suppose he could.
pretty awesome team.
See, you can't have Dreddy without Greenie, and you can't have Greenie without Dreddy. That's just, that's a no-go zone. Oh, beautiful. Oh, awesome.
So I'll probably pick
Who's
my
up
5
next?
players based
Yep.
on more on who I know and who would be fun on Discord.
And like who you get along with most and things like that. Yeah. So it's not based on ability. It's not based on who can score the best team event scores. It's basically it comes down to like personality and character.
It's, community like we do at AUSNZ. So they might be a really
Yep.
good player, but if they're boring as hell, then not much point.
Yep.
That's
true.
an interesting answer. We haven't had one like that before.
I could see exactly where he's coming from, though. I'd have to agree.
It's good.
You want. I mean, it's kind of like, you can. I suppose you can choose your team members who you want to play with and stuff, but it's kind of like working at your work. I mean, you can't really choose your co-workers, but if you could choose your co-workers, you want to work with people that you get along with, that you thrive with, and that you can work great with. You don't want to work with somebody that you don't like.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, that's fair enough. Who's up next?
Jack Rabbit.
Okay, this is my question for Will. If you were to transform to an HCR2 vehicle, which of them would you like to be and why?
Which vehicle? Interesting question.
Yeah.
I reckon I'd transform into the bus so that I could drive my friends around. And
Oh, I like that.
Yes,
Cool.
you've
That's
also
really
got-
cool.
But you've also got the opportunity to kick them out using the jump shot.
I was going to say a bus that can fly is also pretty awesome.
The Magic School Bus comes to
You can do
mind.
plenty of good pub crawls in that bus, I think.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
That's a nice answer. Yeah.
Then you just jump to kick them out whenever you want. And you can say get new people on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Great question. Go for it. Who's it, Pete or Eva?
So we haven't heard this one for a while. What's your favourite cheese? Shout out to Rexu.
Rexu.
My favourite cheese. I like my Bega Tasty cheese. I have that on my sandwiches a lot at home.
Do you know I'm a convert to Bega Tasty because I used to buy that stuff that was called as a word you're not allowed to talk about anymore.
Yeah.
So they changed the name of it.
Are you talking?
I did exactly.
Are you talking about Coon?
I did exactly the same thing.
I started.
Coon's it's not a nasty word or anything.
I know that's the stupidity. So, but Bega Tasty is amazing. I have to agree with you. I really like it, and it melts really well on toast.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah, it's good.
It does
toast.
really. It is great cheese.
Yep.
Yeah, good question. Is Rexu still on the server, by the way?
Not sure.
I don't think so.
Has he
He's not
disappeared?
playing. He's not playing for Team 2 anymore.
He's not playing, is he? Yeah. Might have to give him a bit of a shout out and get him to come back, see where he's doing and what he's doing, what he's up to. But yeah, missed those cheese questions. Pete, go for it.
Yep, I've got a question from Mad Max. Give us a quick lowdown on how you managed to grind your second account GP so quick. Example, number of cups per day, etc.
Okay, so each day I do the 3 adventure chests, so I make sure I tick them off twice a day. I do all the cup races, so I'll do the what is it?
As we found out, 10 per
yeah,
day.
So I'll do the
legendary.
I'll do the open the 5 chests with them in the morning and the 5 in the evening, and then I'll make sure I've got at least an 8-hour chest incubating before I go to bed each evening. I'll tend to just do the 3-hour ones during the day and save that to run overnight. And I'll use gems to finish off any 3-hour one, so that I can have an 8-hour one going overnight. I'll make sure I get the 400 points in the public event. That's probably about it. I don't scrap any parts unless they're excess.
Good.
I'll make sure I use all those free upgrades, so I don't buy parts until I'm past that stage.
Yeah, you get to level
Yeah.
4, I think it is, for parts, and then you start purchasing from level 4 onwards or something. Isn't it right?
Yeah, level 5 for the
Yep.
common parts, 3 for the rare.
And
Yeah,
common
level
parts
5.
level 5. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. Awesome.
And then, generally I only upgrade the team event parts, and they're either the minimum that you can do for the free upgrades, or they go to maximum. No in between.
I've got a question from Creepers. If you weren't doing your current occupation in IT, what other job, trade, career would you be interested in doing?
Well, that is a very interesting question.
I mean, to be like a dream
Okay.
career that you wouldn't thought possible, but something maybe realistic, I suppose, as well.
Yeah, I've probably got to be
Depends on what
politically
you.
correct. If other people people are listening to this, I'd like to be a fighter pilot, especially after watching the new Top Gun again.
I would dare say that the Air Force would have had quite a few recruits after Top Gun movie came out. The Australian Air Force.
I'm pretty sure that the Air Force basically paid for Top Gun to be remade.
Yeah,
Ooh.
probably. That wouldn't surprise me at all. And a fighter pilot, that'd be very interesting as well. Having your
Yep.
wings. So would that also lead to being a commercial pilot as well?
No, I don't think the commercial pilots go fast enough. I need a bit more speed and action in my life. It satisfies my need for speed and action, and I like guns, so it'd be fun blowing things up.
Yeah. So you got that adrenaline type
Yeah.
rush thing going for you, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. JR.
Okay, so this is a fun question. This is for Will and all the podcast hosts. So let's pretend that it's the big AUSNZ meet and greet day, and everyone will come as an HR2 character. Would you name your character or describe the look that you would want to dress up as? And you have to remember to come in style. So Will would answer first. What would be
So,
your HR2
Can I
character?
create my own character? Is that what we're saying?
No,
Yeah.
what? Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
Or the remember we have avatars
Yeah.
on the
I'd
game.
create.
Yeah.
It's probably a similar avatar, but I'd create my own one. So anyone that's familiar with anime may have seen Demon Slayer. I'll probably go as Rengoku. So
Nah, I'm not too familiar with anime, mate, so I can't really comment on
just
that
a
one.
guy with a
That's one I haven't
Okay.
watched.
Others, mate.
just a guy with a sword
Yeah.
that slays demons.
Yep.
A katana.
I've seen the other one with Meliodas, who is actually a demon. I can't remember the name of it. And I've seen the Dragon Ball Z with Goku. So mix the two
Yep.
together.
So we're getting
Okay,
ready
that's
for
pretty cool.
Halloween, and that we're all going as me and my children are going as
Yeah.
demon slayers. So
Ooh,
Nice.
that's cool. That's cool. What about you, GTR? What would you come as on the meet
jeez,
and greet day?
I wouldn't. Oh, I don't know. I don't, if it's fancy dress or costume dressing, I'd have to think of something creative. I wouldn't know off the top of my head right now, but I'd have to definitely come up with something. I don't know what create a. See if I can create like a GTR car and like come in a cardboard box or something. I don't know. Jeez. I'd probably. I don't know. If anything, I'd probably dress up as. I don't know. Maybe something with like Paul Walker from Fast and Furious, something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
I
cool.
don't look like Paul Walker at all. Wish I did, but I'd probably try and dress up and pretend that I own a GTR or something.
Well,
I
you
guess.
are
I'd have to
alive
think-
to
I'd have to
start
think
off with,
about it.
GTR.
Yeah, yes, that's true. Yeah.
Oh,
R.I.P. to poor old Paul Walker. He had a great life though. Fast life, but he had a great life. Yeah.
nothing I can say. A total eclipse of the heart.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't know. What about you
I'll-
guys? What would you dress up as?
I would dress up as something absolutely ridiculous. So similar to what my alt was. So I'd have the Dave head, which is an octopus, wearing a squid hat, carrying a spatula for the barbecue, and wearing thongs, which is a footwear, not an underwear.
Yeah.
For all those American listeners, and just short shorts, I reckon. That would
Yeah.
be me. Flip flops, yeah, jandals,
Yeah, that's good.
whatever you call them.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Eva?
I would come dressed as I do in the game. So I would have the Cavalera girl face.
Yeah, yeah.
White with red, and I'd be wearing the biker's helmet.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know, from the head down, I'm not really sure. Probably a puffy shirt.
I just thought of something. I'll come dressed up as Vershak.
Oh, so puffy shirt. But otherwise, I could always come as Astro Boy because I have that outfit. I
Oh, you
made
do?
my own Astro Boy outfit many years ago.
Oh.
I'd like to see that, Eva.
You have to show. You have to
I'll-
show us
I'll-
a picture.
I'll put a photo in
Yeah.
the.
Yeah.
This cannot be shared, and once it's seen, it cannot be unseen. I'm putting out a fair warning. I'm just saying.
We'll
This
add
is
it to
not
the
to be-
YouTube video.
It's not to be added to the YouTube video. If it is added to the YouTube video, there will be some hell to pay.
It's the secret safe with us, mate. Won't be going anywhere.
No problems.
How about you, Jack Rabbit? What would you wear?
Oh
You didn't think about yourself, did you?
no, I would come as the rabbit, the bunny avatar in game.
Yeah.
Like with the big rabbit ears and the puffy tail.
And what else was you wearing?
That's it.
I wanted to say I would come as Angela White, but I couldn't live up to the to the image, so I'll just come as the bunny rabbit.
Please don't Google Angela White.
I've got a question here from Fly that hasn't been asked yet. On your profile, what is your most used vehicle in meters and least used? You can just do the
Most
least
used
used.
to be rally car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a meterage on there, or do you
I've
not
got
have
it
your
in
game
front
in
of
front
me.
of you?
So this is on my second account. Rally car. 18 million meters.
18 million meters on your
Yeah.
alt account. Far out.
Wow.
I'll look
So the
at
least
mine.
used is the low rider at 291 meters.
Hmm.
And 91 only.
291.
You haven't even got it out the garage.
My rally car is 6,800,000.
Sorry,
That's
sorry,
not very
Eva.
good,
It
is
was
it?
291,000 meters.
Oh, 291,000. I was going to say that's 291 meters. That's one cup. I'm not even doing all three.
Yeah, good question. That I like that one.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
My rally car stats is 10 million.
Gosh,
Not that much compared to everybody else, but
well, I've only got 6.8.
I'm not even going to say what mine is. It's
So if I looked at my
ridiculous.
other account, I've got 45 million on the rally car. So I've got 45 million plus 18 million.
Wow,
Is
jeez,
that as ridiculous as yours?
that's a
Eva?
lot.
No, I don't think I'm that many. No, I don't think I've been doing a lot of stuff
Yeah.
with other vehicles of late. So my rally car's 12.5.
Well, you've got every vehicle available.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does.
And I have been doing a whole lot with Hot Rod and the rotator since they come out. Like I've done 2.6 and 2.5 with rotator. With Hot Rod and rotator. And my least, I've actually done less meters in my lowrider than you have. 121,000. So
Oh,
Yeah,
I've done less.
that's
I've done
fine.
less than you guys. I've only done 78,000.
That's not much of a vehicle, is it? For
No.
doing distance.
no. Which leads into my question. Do you do a lot of adventure, or is it just cups and team events?
So it's primarily, I mainly do it for team events. That's what I play the game for. That's what it's all about for me. And then, like I said earlier, I do the minimum amount of cups to open all the chests. And adventure, every now and then I'll grind out some kilometers to get a few more coins.
But, going on from that question as well, favorite car and why? Favorite vehicle?
I like the monster truck because you put the afterburners, the coin boost, and the wings, and it just flies.
It
Yeah,
flies, literally flies.
I was struggling to match you a few team events ago. We had the monster truck on Paradise Bay. I think you took out about 2 of the 3 team
Yep.
events of the fastest time on that one, on your Nitro account,
Yep.
Team 2. And I was always following your line. You and BG. I think BG took out 1. I think you took out the other 2.
On the daily event server, I haven't won many rounds, but I think a couple of the ones that I won were with the monster truck.
Did you happen to catch the monster truck video that I shared on our YouTube episode, last one with Evo, in the daily competition?
No.
Check that out, mate. So jump onto the last episode with Eno, and you'll see the YouTube. I've posted up a pretty cool video of showing 3 different types of lines and them coming within 0.2 seconds of each other.
No. We're 0.001 apart.
0.001 apart.
There was
That's right.
Three of us that were 0.001 apart, and the 3 of us used the same parts but different lines across
3
the
separate
same.
lines.
It was a rocky road track, and Swedish Power Jan was actually recording because he was behind us in terms of time on the leaderboard. So he managed to record a run for us, and it was amazing.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool video. Yeah, check that out when you can. It will. Yeah, it was a good one.
Just quickly, I've pulled up the stats for my lowrider. Sorry, I was a little bit slow getting it up. 64,000 meters and 2 races won.
Yeah, it's quite funny, that lowrider.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty. Yeah, the monster truck is geez, yeah, it can fly. Like you get the right line and the right bounce, and it just goes. But funny enough, I saw a video the other day, and the monster truck is actually the least powered vehicle in all HCR2 vehicles. It has the lowest engine power of all vehicles. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Wow.
No.
It is the lowest powered vehicle in the game at only 330 points of power. The highest, does anybody have any guesses of what the most powerful engine in the game is? Now we're only talking about the engine here.
I'm going to say lowrider.
Incorrect.
Now,
Anyone have a guess?
I'm going to say it's it's either the Formula One car or the supercar.
Incorrect. Anybody else want to have a go?
I'd go the sports car.
Incorrect, but close. Anyone else want to have a go? JR?
Somebody say supercar. Superbike.
Nope.
The bike's not going to have
Ah.
a very big engine.
JR, what do you reckon?
Formula?
Incorrect. No. Nobody will guess this one, and you'll all be surprised when I say it. Does anybody have any? Does anyone
I got
have
one
a
more
guess?
guess. One more guess. I think it's the racing truck.
The racing truck. You are incorrect.
What about the tractor then? Tractors have pretty
Ba-boom.
powerful engines.
The tractor is up there. It's around. I think came in at about third or second. Sports car was up there as well, but the tractor is up there. Yes, but it is not the most powerful engine in the game.
What is it? The suspense is
Well,
killing me.
It's got to be the tank then, doesn't it?
The tank is up there, mate. Yeah, I
Thanks.
think it's. I can't remember where it positioned, but it is not the. It's not the most powerful.
The tank's 470.
What is it, GTR?
The answer is the snowmobile at 750
Oh, yeah.
powers.
I was going to say that as a joke answer.
The snowmobile, believe it or not, is the most powerful engine in the game.
Wow. You would not have thought.
Crazy, isn't it? Because nobody would think that.
That is a bit weird.
Because if you go to click on, like, you got the rally car, and the rally car's power is 400 and everything. And then you click on the engine of the snowmobile, its max boost is 300, its power is 700. The tank is only at 470, the chopper is 480, the monster truck is 225 power only. It's the lowest in the game.
That's funny.
Then you got the supercar at about 500, and then you got the tractor. Its max boost is at 1,000, but its power is only 230. That's what it says in the game, anyway. Interesting, isn't it?
Crazy.
The scooter, believe it or not,
But
is
you
up
have to-
there. It's got 500 power.
Do you have to add the power and the max boost together or not?
Oh, I don't know what I can't remember. I think it was Tinto or someone like that who released the video, and he was going through every single vehicle in the game. And yeah, the number one most powerful vehicle in the game, engine-wise, is the snowmobile.
That's got 700 power and 300 max boost for a total of 1,000. But then the Formula has 500 power and 550 max boost for a total of 1,050.
Yeah, I don't think he was counting the boost. I think he was just doing engine only. See, no other vehicle in the game has got 700 power of
And the
just the
Superbike's
engine.
got a max boost of 650. That's even powerful.
But he's not talking about boost. No, they're leaving boost out of it. This is purely just the engine power only. So there you go.
See, it doesn't have. Just looking at it now.
Oh, you found the video, did you?
No, I'm looking at the vehicles on the game. Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was very interesting before. We are getting on, guys. We've got to probably start wrapping up soon.
Yeah,
Does anybody have any other questions for Will before we wrap things
No,
up?
I'm good. I'm good.
I've heard that about you.
Okay, I have any other questions for Will you wanna ask before we go?
No, I don't have any more.
No worries. Will, just before we go, mate, is there any last? Do you want to have a couple of shout outs to anybody in the server and anyone in real life, or anyone you want to mention, buddy? Now,
Oh, not really. I think I've mentioned everyone
yours.
as we went through. It's been very nice of you guys to have me along, and great talking to you all about HillClimb Racing too.
Good to get to know you a bit better, mate, and found out some new things today I didn't know about you, and it's very good. And I've spoken to you before, and you've obviously met Pete and Eva in real life, and know those two guys pretty well. So yeah, it's just great to have a chat, and thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome.
Not a
Awesome.
problem.
Next week's episode, again, this is becoming a continuing trend, isn't it? We don't know who's coming on in a couple of weeks, but as always, we'll find somebody, and we've got a couple of people lined up. And unfortunately, with this episode, we were supposed to have a partner on the episode, Gumby. was supposed to come on. Unfortunately, he's MIA at the moment. He's nobody's heard from him, and he's missing in action. So, Gumby, mate, if you're listening, send me a message, and we can
Jump on the next episode.
Yeah, tee up something and come on the episode. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Thanks, JR, for coming on for your first official episode. Pete and Eva, as always. Thanks, guys. It's been a pleasure. It's been a great one.
Yes, likewise.
Awesome. Eva and Pete, any last thoughts before we go?
Every now and then I get a little bit angry, and now I've got to get out and cry.
What song is that one from? Where's that one from?
Total eclipse of the heart.
Oh, is it? I don't know the lyrics to that song except for the chorus.
I've actually dropped a few of them in with my questions to Will.
I didn't pick up on it because I don't know the lyrics to that whole song, so I didn't pick up on it.
No,
How could you not?
I've said,
I was hoping it would stop, but it just kept going.
I said every now and then a couple of times.
Yeah.
That is so funny. Awesome. Thanks, guys, for a great episode. Thanks for entertaining us, Eva, with the song lyrics. And listeners, we'll see you back here in 2 weeks. Bye-bye for now.
Night, everybody.
Right.
Bye.
Good
Nothing I can
night.
say. A total
Stop.
Total eclipse of the heart.
I'm going to play the song right about now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bye, everybody.
I think you should. Bye.